Welcome to Var India News Hour. Future of banking, time for a change of perspective. Banks could increase their annual revenues by nearly 4% by embracing innovative business models for digital-only players, says Accenture report. And the banks have an opportunity to reap an additional $518 billion in revenues by 2025, nearly 4% annually, resulting in more than $500 billion in additional revenues by 2025. Many of the leading banks analyzed in the report have vertically integrated business models. The report notes that between 2018 and 2020, digital-only players performed significantly better than traditional banks. But those that adopted non-linear business models achieved 76% compound annual growth rate in revenue, while those digital players simply emulated traditional vertically integrated models achieved only 44% CAGR. Traditional banks in even the best performing mature markets grew revenue at an average rate of less than 2% annually, albeit of a much larger base. A bank typically owned each layer of the value chain and would create, package and distribute its products, whether the bank was a century-old global titan or a new bank offering a digital alternative to traditional offerings. Its models were monolithic, linear and vertically integrated. But new waves of digital-only players have unshackled themselves from vertical integration and are fragmenting the banking value chain by choosing which layers they want to play in. They are also unbundling traditional products into micro products or services and rebundling their own offerings together with components from other providers to offer better customer propositions. Many digital-only players are using this non-linear and adaptive business model to attack incumbent banks where they are most exposed. The strategy of each challenger varies, but they are unified in their ability to configure innovative products and propositions quickly and at scale, with lower customer acquisition costs. Larger banks are understandably reluctant to discard the vertically integrated business models that still drive their profitability. The good news is that taking on non-linear business models is not an all or nothing proposition. Going forward, banks should consider playing a range of roles in the value chain. Let's look into today's headlines in Var India. India can achieve services export target of $1 trillion by 2030, says Piyush Goyal. India is poised to achieve a services export target of $1 trillion by the year 2030, said Union Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal while addressing the Services Export Promotion Council in New Delhi. Goyal said that services is boosting India's transition from an assembly economy to a knowledge-based economy, further adding that the country has the potential to become the top services exporter in the world. The minister said the services sector is one of the key drivers of India's economic growth. The sector provides employment to nearly 2.6 crore people and contributes approximately 40% to India's total global exports, he said. Microsoft announces Windows 11 SE to compete with new Chrome operating system. Microsoft has created a new variant of Windows 11 called Windows 11 SE, designed for students and schools that can run on ultra-affordable laptops. Windows 11 SE is a Chrome operating system competitor and the first product to run on the $249 Surface Laptop SE. Windows 11 SE will ship exclusively on low-cost laptops that are built for K-8 classrooms, and it marks another attempt by Microsoft to take on Google's range of Chromebooks and their popularity in US schools. Digital currencies likely to be legal tender, says central banks. Digital currencies planned by major central banks will probably become legal tender in their jurisdictions. That outcome is likely in the euro area, European Central Bank Executive Board member Fabio Panetti told a panel in Helsinki on central bank digital currencies, that is CBDCs. Addressing the same event, Russian Central Bank Governor Elvira Nabiullina concurred. She stressed the importance of seamless conversion between forms of money. In China, it is the first major economy to launch a CBDC. Plans for the digital yuan foresaw it being designed as legal tender from the outset. Kamal Hassan is all set to launch NFT collection. Kamal Hassan is all set to have his very own digital avatar himself in a metaverse. The actor, politician, producer and director has announced his entry into the digital space with the launch of non-fungible token, that is NFT. With this, he has joined Indian celebrities like Amitabh Bachchan and Sunny Leone to launch his and her own collection of the digital tokens, which will be exclusive to the buyers who invest in it. This brings the testimonial of growing craze regarding NFTs in India as more and more celebrities sign up in the space. Apart from this, Hassan will also have an exclusive space in the world of gaming, with Fantico launching a game-based metaverse for him. OnePlus Nord 2 smartphone explodes, user's thigh severely burnt. In a shocking incident, the OnePlus Nord 2 smartphone exploded and a boy's thigh was severely burnt in Maharashtra after OnePlus Nord 2 exploded in his jeans pocket, according to Twitter user Suhit Sharma. Sharing pictures of the burnt phone and the boy's thigh, he tweeted, "Stop playing with people's lives." This incident was shared on Twitter by Suhit Sharma from Dhule in Maharashtra. The phone looks completely damaged and burnt on the right side. Earlier, a OnePlus Nord 2 exploded in a user's bag, and a lawyer also alleged that the smartphone exploded in his court. That's it for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.